guys, it's me Dihanna, and welcome back to Dihanna's World. In today's video, I will be telling you guys how to get prepared for going back to school publicly, COVID edition. So I know a lot of you guys are going back to school in your actual school building, and then I also know some of us are going back to school virtually, so I'll be doing a video on how to prepare for going back to school virtually as well. But in this video, I'll be telling you guys some ways you can get prepared to go back to school in person, because there's a whole entire global pandemic going on and you don't want to, die. So I'm going to be telling you guys how to stay safe but also have a little bit of fun in school. But before we start, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below which videos you guys want me to do next. Also, make sure you guys follow all of my social medias at dihannas.world. And without further ado, let's get started. Tuning in to Didi's World. Hit the like or the mentions if you feel this girl. Dropping fresh rhymes, weekly got bars for sure. Covering middle school topics, yeah, I have the allure. Tuning in to Didi's World. Keep it real, never fake. I'm the realest girl. Staying fresh, got the sauce shining bright like a pearl. Guaranteed to bring sunshine to your world. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is gloves. So you guys all need a pair of gloves. If your teacher doesn't greet you at the door and the door isn't already open, then you need gloves so you can open the door with your gloves and you don't get any growing germs on your hand, because that could be a really bad thing. Also, if your school has steps and you use the rail to walk down the stairs, you're going to need some gloves, because a lot of people touch that and they're not even conscious of them touching it. But you need to have your gloves on so you can go down the stair rail without getting germs on you, or open the door without getting germs on you. Also, this is just, also if you buy a school lunch, you need to have your gloves to get the lunch out of the lunch lady's hands. I don't know if they're still going to give you guys the lunch by hand like they usually do, but I'm sure they will. And if they do, you're going to need some gloves. Also, I don't know if this happens at anyone else's school, but at my school, we have to put in our lunch number code with our fingers, but everyone uses that, so that's gonna have a lot of germs on it. So like I said again, you're going to need your gloves. And also, if you're at the bus, and I don't know if this is anyone else's school, but it probably is, we have to wear these badges and we have to scan it on there's this little thing, and it like scans your badge or whatever. And if you accidentally touch it or something, you're going to need your gloves so you don't get any germs on your hands. So gloves are a really, really, really important thing, and there's so many germs in the school, and you can, get away from those germs if you just use your gloves. You can get gloves at Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, pretty much anywhere, but you might want to get them now since school is starting, and a lot of parents want their kids to be safe. So make sure you guys go get you guys some gloves, because you're going to need them. So the next thing you're going to need to go back to school is some hand sanitizer. So this little one, this is pretty good and pretty convenient. You can also get this little thing that covers it, and you can put it on your bag or your backpack just so it's always there. Or this one, it's a little bit bigger, and you can just put it inside of your backpack, or if you want a little bag, which I might be doing a video what to put in your little bag for COVID edition. But this is a little bit bigger, and I recommend this one more than this one, because this one is smaller and you're probably gonna use this one in a day if you're being really, really safe. But this one, you're going to need to put some hand sanitizer before you go into all your classes. When you see your friends, hand sanitize, because you're gonna be touching your friends if you see them. Like, it's kind of hard not to. And you just need this hand sanitizer. If you want to get this one, you can probably get it at Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, like I said before. And this one is from Bath and Body Works. My parents got a lot of these, like over 50 maybe, when COVID was getting really bad, at Bath and Body Works. And these are the scented ones. These are my favorite. This one is champagne toast, and these are my favorite because they smell really good and they also sanitize your hands. But if you don't want to get this one because it's too small, I definitely recommend this one, and it kills 99.9% of those germs. So make sure you're always using it, and it's very important for you to use hand sanitizer every single day you go to school. Before you touch your friends, after you touch your friends, when you go in your classroom, when you get out of your classroom, at lunch, at recess or athletics. You just need to use hand sanitizer because you're going to be touching things. If it's inevitable. Use hand sanitizer. It kills 99% of your germs, and you're gonna need it. So use your hand sanitizer. Now we're going to talk about our mask. Now we're going to talk about mask. So, please, whatever, you're definitely going to be wanting to wear a mask at school. And if your school doesn't have social distancing rules, like some of these schools that are going public, I'll be putting some pictures on the screen, and it doesn't look good, doesn't look safe. Please do not wear a mask like this, because you're getting the germs, you're breathing the germs through your nose and your mouth. And if you are asymptomatic and you catch COVID but you're not showing any symptoms, but you could go pass it down to your grandparents, your parents, your little brothers or your little sisters, then that's not going to be a very good thing. So make sure you're always wearing your mask. Please wear it like this. Please wear your mask like this, not like this, because now it can get in your nose, not like this, because now it can get in your nose and your mouth, and not like this. Wear a mask the proper way, because you do not want to catch this deadly virus.
Coronavirus!
So before we go into the next thing that you will need to survive middle school for COVID edition, I want to talk about lunch period. So lunch period is probably going to be the most germ prone period, because there's so many people in lunch and everyone sits in those seats. If you're in middle school, you have 3 different classes of people, like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, who are sitting all in the same room. And in high school, you have 4 different classes of people who are sitting all in the same room. And it's going to be it's going to have so many germs. And I know you want to talk to your friends. I know you want to socialize, but I don't want to be harsh, and this is going to sound harsh, but it's either death or your friends. So I suggest that you sit every other seat. So you sit here, no one sits here, and then your friend, and then so on and so forth. Because COVID's spreading really badly, and it's not cute, and you do not want to, die. So please social distance while you're in lunch. If you don't, I suggest that you bring your own lunch, but I know some people can't. So if you can't bring your own lunch, make sure that you, if there are a lot of people in your lunch line, I suggest that you go to the lunch line when there aren't so many people. And when you are in the lunch line, make sure you're wearing your mask. Also, make sure you're wearing your gloves, because you're going to be touching the food when the lunch lady hands it to you, and you're going to be conversing with the lunch lady. So make sure you're wearing your mask, and make sure you're wearing it like this. Please and thank you. Not like this, because now, basically, just throw the mask away if you're going to wear it like that. But for lunch, please sit every other seat. You can talk to your friends, but make sure, it's like every other seat so you can still hear them. Make sure you're being safe. And if you can, bring your lunch, because then it's not as bad, and there's not as many people in the lunch line. So I suggest you bring your lunch. If you can't bring your lunch, wait till the line dies down for you to go get your lunch, and then make sure you're wearing your mask and your gloves in the line. And after you get your lunch, make sure you use hand sanitizer. If you can't get any gloves or you forget your gloves, make sure you have hand sanitizer so you do not catch the virus. Suggest this one. Kills 99.9% of the germs. So the last but the certainly not least thing you're going to need for going back to school COVID edition is some disinfecting or Clorox wipes. Let me tell you why this is one of the most important things you need. First of all, you are going into your classroom. There are teachers, usually there's 8 periods in middle school, and I'm not in high school, so I don't know. But usually there's 8 classes, meaning the teacher's gonna have at least 6 classes in her classroom. So there's so many people, there's hundreds of kids sitting in your seat a day, and you're sitting in their germs, you're touching the desk, you're touching their germs. It's just ill. The germs are crawling up on you, and you need to disinfect this. Teachers or the staff may have emailed your parents and say, "Oh, we're going to clean and sanitize the desk," but how are they gonna do that for 6 different class periods every single day, 5 days a week? How are they gonna do that? So I suggest that you not trust them and bring your own disinfecting or Clorox wipes. You can get these at Kroger. This is where my parents got these, or you can get them at Walmart, Walgreens maybe, CVS maybe. But you need these disinfecting wipes because you don't want to sit in someone else's germs or touch the desk with someone else's germs, or even the Chromebooks that you use. There's not going to be enough Chromebooks for everyone in the whole school to have one each. So you might need to disinfect those Chromebooks and get you some disinfecting wipes, because come on now, not everyone can have their own Chromebook. So use these disinfecting wipes. Get your disinfecting wipes because you're going to need them. So that was pretty much it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys are staying safe during this time, because I know this is a really hard time, but we want to get it over with, so make sure you guys are staying safe. Make sure you guys also follow all of my social medias at dihannas.world. Bye guys!